All right, we are live on the road at the Life in Transitions podcast here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, at the Caribou Coffee. Shout out to Caribou Coffee. I hope you all can hear me. I'm Courtney Rollins, the Life in Transitions Experts podcast host, here where we help families and people who are going through some of the biggest transitions in life. I like to think that I help with the property and the stuff when it comes to transitions in life. And one of those big transitions is the reality of our population getting older and living longer. Amazing thing, we're living longer. Advances in technology and social structures has allowed this, and it also means that there are implications. And one of those implications is senior care. It has become a big challenge and problem figuring out how we're going to support ourselves and our loved ones during our senior years because of the demands the population brings. So let's take a look. You may be in a situation where you're trying to find, or you may need to pay for care for your family, for a senior loved one. Perhaps, actually, I've been in situations or worked with families in situations before where dad takes a trip and falls on the weekend, goes into the hospital, is admitted, and because of the protocol of adult protection services and support, he is asked, or your family is told that he's not allowed to leave or be uh, released from the hospital until there's proper housing and proper things in place. So you may find yourself within 48 hours needing to find a place to pay for your dad or for your mom or for yourself, and it can be challenging. And so one of the things that we find is that people who are living in houses, quite often their house is one of the ways that they're able to pay for the care because they'll need to transition out of the house anyways or update it so that they can support them living there now, which can be pretty expensive. So quite often folks will try to figure out how can I pay or sell this property so that I can use it to pay for my mom and dad or my care. And one of the big challenges is time. And we're going to talk today about 6 ways or 6 reasons you can sell to a cash buyer so that you can get the cost or the funds that you need to support your mom, your dad, or yourself. So let's take a look. Share my screen. Go to my good old Canva here. Can't remove myself because I got to talk, right? All right, so let's go over here. I think I did this right. Present selling the house fast and mom pay for mom's care. Again, this is demographics regarding the realities of us living longer. This comes directly from the World Health Organization. We're living longer, awesome, but it's also going to present certain challenges. Um, Now, the range of care is going to be dependent on the type of care, the amenities, and your location. But nationwide, the range of care is about $4,000 to $8,000 a month. Again, that can differ depending on where you are, the level of care you need, and the amenities that come along with that. But the bottom line is that it can be pretty expensive, you know. So uh, that's what we're looking at here. Some of the assisted living facilities up there in the 51,000 a year to $100,000 a year can be pretty expensive. So one thing that a cash buyer can provide is speed and hassle-free process. If you're doing the traditional route, it's awesome if you're trying to get top dollar, but it's not always as viable as far as speed is concerned because there's steps that have to go through for a traditional buyer to fit certain terms, inspections, things of that nature. And a cash buyer should be able to get a discounted price if they're offering you speed and convenience. Also, as is, many of our properties that are lived in, particularly with our senior population, are just that lived in, deferred maintenance challenges that may come in a traditional sale that you have to address wouldn't necessarily have to be addressed in an as is sale. So that's another awesome reason to sell as is. Also, it should be a guaranteed sale. The investor is educated and should know the risks that they're taking on and should also have their funds and things set there so you have the peace of mind knowing, hey, I can sell this property, get this cash quickly, and make sure my mom, my dad, or myself are taken care of. Also, although you are usually selling at a discounted price, you do save funds in not having to pay real estate fees or commissions. So it's all agreed that, hey, this is what the price is, this is what you're netting, and there shouldn't be any surprises. Number five, this might be the biggest thing. The simplified process reduces the stress, and you can focus on your loved one or on the care that you need. And again, flexible closing timeline. I've been able to close within 48 hours of receiving a contract. Some folks may actually need more time and say, hey, we need time to let my parents or someone stay in the property, so they extend the time. So selling to a cash buyer gives usually the opportunity for there to be flexible timeline in this in the process. If you do need support with a senior in their transitions needs, I highly recommend that you connect with us. I'm like the hub and have access to so many people on my team that I'm fortunate enough to help or to connect with to help you take care of yourself or the people that you love. All right, so definitely reach out. Courtney Rollins, Life and Transitions Experts. I apologize for the sound we are hearing, Caribou. We will keep making it happen. Take care of yourself. Let your light shine, folks. Life and Transition Experts. Let your light shine.